We are here at the University of Lethbridge Art Gallery. Joining me is Seth, who is the creator of this city behind us. We have the city of Dominion happening behind us. Seth, tell me all about this town.
Well, Dominion is an imaginary Northern Ontario city that I have been working on for about 14 years, I guess. That is basically, I'm primarily a cartoonist, and I do graphic novels, and it's the city that my stories take place in.
Neat. Okay, so tell me how this sort of evolved from being a cartoonist. How long had this city been in existence on paper before you actually made it tangible?
Actually, it kind of worked the other way around, in that it was part of a plan of a graphic novel I was planning back around 2001, and I had to work out the details of where the story took place. And as I worked out the details over a couple of years, because I was working on another book at the time, it sort of turned into this project. I started to build the models. I started to work out the details of the history of this place. And I never did that book. I moved on to other books, but I became very interested in the city, and I continued to expand and elaborate on it. And all the stories I've worked on since I started that have been in the city.
These are just incredible buildings, so much intricate detail. How long does it take you to build one of these houses?
It doesn't take that long. And I mean, the truth is, I was smart when I started making them because I deliberately made them a bit crude. Like, I wasn't concerned that they were more like the way a child builds a toy. They're just cardboard and house paint and glue. And I wanted them to be fun to make and expedient, so it only takes a couple of days.
So it's kind of a hobby now for you.
It is. I used to say that, like, really, this started in the same way that every middle-aged man who goes to the basement and starts to build a train set. It's like that boring middle-aged man project.
Now we have some folks hanging on the wall back there, and you're telling me that these are residents of the town.
Yeah, basically, when we set up the show, I wanted it to have that feeling of Canada that I remember from when I was a child, which would be in the 60s, around Centennial. So that mural back there of those figures, I looked through lots of old magazines and books to pick out the kind of people that I thought were kind of like types, Canadian types. So you'll see there's a certain kind of a mix there that you would recognize as types that you would see in that period. So, and somehow or other, when I look at that, I think Centennial.
All right. And this display will be on through mid-January, correct?
I think so, yes.
Okay, all right. So we want everyone to come down to the U of L Art Gallery, check out Seth and his wonderful Dominion here until mid-January. Come check it out.